Thank you.
Okay, thank you, ma'am.
You're welcome.
Good evening, everyone. Today I'm here to talk about unlocking agricultural export potential and what are the different strategies that we can follow and what are the different opportunities we have to shift our Indian import system to the export system. Let's start with the term that export. So whenever we heard this term export, so one thing that comes in our mind that this is not going to happen, or this is the not the deal of the small and marginal farmers. Like this export term is having the hype that we can't do these kind of a things. Like this kind of a mindset we have. So today's topic or the today's presentation, I will try to cover all the things that you need to follow or that you can do to export or you can change your agriculture commodities for exports. So before talking about the export, let's see the status of agriculture in India. So this is the slide like where I have shown like we all know. So India is having a diverse agroclimatic conditions, and majority of the Indian population is depending on the agriculture. And talking about our strengths, that India is the largest producer of milk, pulses, and jute, as well as we are the second largest producer of rice with sugarcane, groundnut, vegetables, fruits, and cotton. So I think these are our strengths, and we need to work on our strengths. So first, our strength is the basmati rice. We all know, we all loved it. So majority of the like commodity that is being exported to other countries, that is known for rice. So we need to focus on this. Uh, Next, talking about the export, for exporting, first we need to focus on the market research and analysis. And when we say the term research, it includes the things like first we need to identify the target export markets. Like for example, if we are talking about the basmati rice, not all the countries are preferring the same kind of a rice, right? So before thinking about the agriculture commodity, first, we need to identify the country, their preferences, if they need the short grain or the long grain rice. So that we need to do first. So this is our first step, that is identifying the target export markets. After doing that, we can focus on the market trends. Like nowadays, we are eating um, exotic vegetables more, right? So we can go for that kind of agriculture commodities which are in the market trend. Again, after doing all these things, we can't ignore our competitors. Already there are many competitors in the market. So how we can compete with that? So we need to be providing some quality products. For example, nowadays most of the Indians need organic food products, right? So what we can do is we can compete with these kind of things to stand in the market. So this is the first stage, that is market research and analysis. Here I have put like two different scenarios. First is talking about or depicting the agriculture commodities in India. So in Yes. So in India, we can see like if we are visiting the local markets. So the left-hand side image is talking about the local markets, like the commodities the marketers or the retailers are selling. They are just putting the vegetables and they are just putting the fruits in the like plastic bags. Okay. So, but in the right-hand side, the scenario is different. Here, whenever we are talking about the export agriculture commodities, we need to focus on many things. First thing is about the appearance. Like you can see in the right side, the appearance is very different, right? So they have a different appearance, and after seeing the appearance, you can ask for more money for your agriculture products. For example, here in India also, if we are visiting the malls and all, so there the price of commodities that we got in the local market is doubled in malls. So appearance is the key. So you need to focus on the appearance if you are interested in export of your agriculture products. So next is product adaptation and customization. As I already said, like we need to think about the target audience. So who will be our target audience if we are exporting the agriculture commodities to Arabian countries like Dubai. So we need to first study their mindset. So that is needed. Again, we need to work on the customizing, packaging, labeling, and branding. There should be like appearance is the key, I said. So appearance will be coming from packaging. Okay, if you are labeling it, if you are putting some like if you are mentioning the ingredients, if you are mentioning the nutritious value of the commodity, so that will increase the brand value. So next, after getting all these things like you have work on the appearance, you have already uh, identified the target market, and you have research about the customer preferences. Next thing is important, that is building partnerships of, like we all know that network and the contacts that are very important to stand in the market. So this is going to help you like partnership with the local distributors. uh, we call them as agents, right? So we need to partner with them. Next, like exploring strategic alliances to expand the market reach. Like Indian farmers are very like they are limited to the Indian markets. They are not thinking to export their products. Why? Because they say, think that their agriculture commodity is not having that much quality produce. But if you see most of the agriculture commodities that we are using now, it is not a grade commodity. So whatever A grade commodities that we are producing, that are exported to other countries, and whatever is lagging behind, that will be consumed by the Indian consumers, right? So it has the potential, so we can think of these things. Now, talking about the distributors and how you're going to export your commodities, so you need to search for the shipping companies. So I have mentioned these two shipping companies that you can go for, but the reason behind I have mentioned only two companies is these two companies are playing the major role, like they are the famous one. So you can go for this. So this is first is MSC, we call it as Mediterranean Ship Company, and second is Maersk Line. So these are the shipping companies that we can think of for exporting our the produce. Next thing is after doing all these things, of course, we need to think of where we can find the finance, from where we can get the money. So for that, government of India is having many schemes which are supporting export policies. So we can go for these things. In the next slides, I have already listed out some schemes that you can think of. So before that, going for the schemes, let's talk about some data. So this is the data regarding the export of agriculture. So you can see like first and the most exported agriculture commodity is basmati rice, followed by the wheat, and again we have some cereals. We also have some pulses, again cashew. So most like the major commodity that we export to other countries is basmati rice. Okay, so we have the potential that we know, but we also should know some kind of a things that is recently government of India have banned the export of some commodities. One of them is basmati rice or the rice commodity. So we all have seen this situation where the people were running to the malls and they are just grabbing all the rice which is available in the malls, so that because the news was spread that India has stopped the export. So you can see what happened, the situation, right? So again, there was one news regarding the sugarcane. So government, what they did is they have banned the export of sugarcane. So reason behind banning the sugarcane export to other countries was like we are talking about the ethanol production in India. So ethanol production is nothing but help. It is going to help us in producing the crude oil. So biodiesel, right? So it has the potential, right? So we can go for these commodities. So that was about the export data. Let's talk about the import. Like as I said, India is having a diverse agroclimatic condition. Then why we are importing some commodities from other countries? Like the 70%, like the first you can see the vegetable oil, mostly imported agriculture commodity from other countries is vegetable oils, followed by the fresh fruits and pulses and spices. So my like I thought about this, like why we are exporting 70% of the vegetable oil from other countries. For example, like we say, the data is each Indian consumes 19.5 kg of oil per year. Okay, so like we Indians, we love to use oil while cooking. Like we love to eat the fried food products. So that's why the number is like 19.5 kg. And but the demand of vegetable oil in India is 26 metric ton, and but how much we are producing is only 8.4. So that is we are only producing 30% of the total. So we are lacking like 70% we are importing from the other countries. So what's the reason behind why we are importing, like why we are lacking the uh, production of vegetable oil in India? So first reason can be like we don't have the appropriate technologies, right? We don't have that much awareness like how we can grow these vegetable oils in our Indian climatic conditions. Again, we have some problems like biotic and abiotic stresses, that is some condition that are not suitable for the growing of vegetable oil seeds. So in 1986, to combat all these things, one technology mission on oilseed came in 1986. So they have they work on these things so that they can enhance the production of edible oils. There are some more schemes we have. One of them is NFSM, that is National Food Security Mission of Oilseed. It is also working on enhancing the production of oilseeds. And also we have the cluster demonstration of improved technologies. This is mainly done by Krishi Vigyan Kendras in each districts. They are working and they are demonstrating different varieties for getting the higher uh, income or higher yield of the oil seeds. Second thing is also there is a one term that is we call it as a tariff. So import and export tariff we have, that is the tax we can say. So import tariff is there was one news regarding this, that India has reduced the import tariff so that they can manage the inflation rate in India. Also, the election were like near, that's why they have just they haven't increased the tariff duty on edible oils. So it has the potential edible oils that we can go for this commodity. Next commodity that I can suggest, that is blueberries. Nowadays, blueberries in the market, like they are, we call them as a superfruit, and the price is like 500 rupees per kg. So we can go for this commodity also. Like it has, we have the mindset that blueberry needs a chilling environment, and that we don't have in India. Like the most of the area in India, like overall the year, like we don't have chilling environment, right? So that's why we export like 80% of the blueberry from other countries, and it has the price of 500 rupees per kg. Like if the Indian farmers are thinking about growing the blueberries in India, so we have some varieties that can stand by like 45 degrees. So we have these varieties, and the variety is B1, that is blueberry 1, 2, and 3 and 4. So you can go for these varieties, and you can think of this commodity because it has the potential in Indian markets. Also, in short area, you can get higher income. So also you can think of this commodity. And I have mentioned one source, like by visiting which you can see how you can cultivate it. It has a brief description of production of this blueberry. So I'll share this with this team. Like you can go for this. Coming to the government support and incentives, if you are like thinking of going for the export market, so these are some things that government is providing us. So first thing is how we can enter into the export business. So these are some steps I have enlisted. So if you're thinking about the export business, one first step is you need to open a firm. Like if you want to do it individually, or is it a group of farmers who wants to do the export business, that you need to first identify. So this is your first step, that is opening a firm. That will be a individual proprietorship or the joint venture that you want to go for, that you need to identify. Next is you need to have a GST number and a PAN number. So that you need to take. Next is you need to have your own bank account, right? And the bank should be like having the AD code. So AD is nothing but a authorized dealer code that you should be having. Next, after doing the registration or the opening of the firm, next thing that you can go for, that is importer exporter code license. So these are the three or four certificates you should be having before going for the export business. The first is IEC, importer exporter code. So you can just visit the website of Government of India, that is DGFT website, and in that you can just easily register for this. After registering for IEC, you can go for the next step, that is uh, FSSAI license. And what do you mean by FSSAI? That is Food Safety Standards Authority of India. So this you need. Next is a PEDA registration certificate also you need to have for export business. Next is, if you're thinking about exporting the organic commodities or organic agriculture commodities, you should be having a NPOP certificate also. So that you can easily find it on APEDA registration um, website. So you just need to type on the Chrome that APEDA registration website, and you easily you can register for it. Also, some countries are asking for the phytosanitary certificates. So these all certificate I have enlisted. So this you should be having before going for the export business. Next, third step is checking or identifying the export government export policies. For example, for some areas, like for they are saying that this commodity you cannot export. So you can first check the government export policy and then you can go for it. So for ease of the farmers or ease of the businessmen for the export business, uh, the one scheme has launched in 2018, that is agriculture export policies. So it will be helping us to double our farmers income. Like government of India is talking about how we can grow entrepreneurship and how we can double the farmers income. So I think the solution is entering into the export market, so that can solve these two problems. So you can think of this business opportunity. So the current agri export policy, first is APEDA, that is Agriculture and Processed Food Products Export Development Authority. So this is the authority which is like giving us the quality certification. They also having the testing laboratories, like the country, like the various countries will be having their different kind of what we can say, uh, like different needs they have. So according to that they will be doing your uh, testing, right? Also they will be giving you the trainings, like how you can expand or how you can make your products export oriented. So this website will help you, so just visit it. That is APEDA. Next is agri export zones. APEDA will be for food products and different commodities. For example, tea, coffee, or the spices, or if we think about the marine products. So there are different boards which are handling different agriculture commodities. So APEDA will be dealing with some food products, except coffee, tea, because they are having their specialized boards. So you can, if you are interested in exporting of coconut or cashew or the coffee, tea, or spices, you can visit their websites, that is tea board, coffee board, and you can you will be having like details, like how you can go for these export commodities. Next is after APEDA, we have agri export zones. So agri export zone is like they will be um, building their own uh, like institutions in each of the area where the commodities are very specialized. For example, if we are saying mango fruit, so the famous mango variety that is which is having the more export potential is Alfonso. So in the state which is producing that variety is Maharashtra. So in Maharashtra, the districts Ratnagiri and Sindhudurga, they are more about to export Alfonso mango. So these agri export zones are going to be there in those districts, that is Ratnagiri and Sindhudurga, and there they can check the export quality of the same. So these uh, these things also we can go for. After this, for the specifically for the marine products, we have this scheme, that is Sampada Yojana, and so marine products you can store. Means this scheme is providing us the cold storage facilities, so that the whatever we are producing, so that can be stored, and we can store export it when we don't have a demand in India. So specifically, when we export the commodities to the other countries, when we don't have, like we are not getting the uh, good prices in India, that's where we can think of exporting the our commodity to the other countries. But if we are getting our the prices, good prices in India, so we can go for these cold storages facilities and everything. Next, come to the next step after getting the license, after uh, seeing the policies, overall the APEDA and agri export zones. Then next step is going for the logistics and transportation providers. As I have already mentioned, two transportation providers, that is shipping companies, I have enlisted in the last slides. You can also go for freight forwarders. Also, you can contact with the custom clearing agents. There are many transport companies we have, like via rail. Also, we can transport the produce via air also. So you can just go for many options are there, and you can search for the export agencies. Next, this is the financial institution that will be helping you to getting some financial help for the export. That is Export Import Bank of India, Exim Bank of India. Also, there are some commercial banks which are mainly focusing on the trading of the financial services. Also, there are some export-oriented financing institution and insurance agencies. So you can go for it if you are uh, not having a sufficient fund, so you can think of these options. So after discussing all these things regarding the export, coming to some success stories, like the Indian farmers, so that you will be getting this idea, like we can also go for these commodities, and we can also get some more profits. So this is the first success story of one farmer, which is situated in, like, he is staying in Gujarat. So with the help of Krishi Vigyan Kendra, which is in Gujarat, they have done one CFLD, that is Cluster Frontline Demonstration. In that, they have grown the variety, that is GG20, and what they have identified is, you can see in the graph that the yield which is getting through CFLDs is 27.50 and quintal per hectare, and compared to the farmer yield, that was the 22.50 quintal per hectare. So you can easily compare the yields, right? So through the CFLDs we are getting more yields, so we can go for the GG20 variety of groundnut, and which can enhance, like, the vegetable oil which we are importing from other countries. So we can just increase the production of groundnut in India also, while by using this variety, and we can just tackle the problem of import system, right? This is the one business opportunity we have. Next is another success story that I have got, that is again about the state of Rajasthan. So that farmer, he is growing the groundnut variety, that is HNG69, and so average yield he is getting after growing this variety, that is 36.70 quintal per hectare. So compared to the previous yield, that is 31.40 quintal per hectare. So you can easily compare again the uh, numbers. So GG20 and HNG69, these are the high growing varieties of groundnut. So we need to think of these options if you are interested in growing oil seeds in your area. So you can think of these two varieties. So in the end, the conclusion is, as we have a diverse agroclimatic conditions, we can go for growing of some agriculture commodities that we are not growing today. That that is, one is our oilseed, and next is blueberries I have mentioned. So we have different varieties that can withstand the Indian agroclimatic condition. So these commodities, if we are growing in India, so we will be like able to combat that import problem. Also, I have talked about the strengths of India, that is rice, again milk and pulses. So we can go for these commodities, and anyone, if anyone is interested in the commodities, like export business, if anyone is interested in export business, so they can just go for, like, it is easy. There are some easy steps. It's not like the small and marginal farmers cannot think of exporting their agriculture produce. So we have those quality products, so we can think of it. So with this, I'm ending the presentation. Thank you so much for giving me this opportunity. Now, if anyone is having any question, they can ask.
Thank you very much, ma'am, for a wonderful presentation. I will take up the questions from the participants now. The first
Okay.
question is, how can small-scale farmers or producers participate in export markets and what support mechanisms are available to them?
Yes. So as I have already said, like we have some schemes. For example, there is a export policy of Government of India, that is to 2018. So you can just mm, registered for that scheme, and so under that scheme you will be getting many things, like you need to go for the registration, then you need to they will be helping you with the licensing part. So it's not like the small and marginal farmers cannot think of it. So government is supporting the small and marginal farmers with many schemes like apeda, agri export zones. Also there is sampada yojana. So the small and marginal farmers can think of these solutions.
Okay. What strategies can government implement to support and incentivize agriculture producers to shift towards export-oriented production?
Hmm. So I think what we can do is we can reduce the prices of the input resources. For example, now the government of like they are talking about reducing the prices of fertilizers, so that there will be reduction in the price of the production, right? So this can be one solution, like reducing the input prices can be a solution that will like support the farmers to go for this.
Okay. What financing options exist for agricultural exporters to invest in infrastructure, equipments, and market development?
So as I said, there are some financial options like funding. Like one bank is there, Exim Bank. So these people are mostly, like mainly, that bank is uh, related with the export and import uh, business. So you can visit the place and you can just uh, like check like what are the policies they have under that bank. So you can go for Exim Bank, I guess.
Okay. What are the key challenges hindering the growth of agriculture exports in our country?
First thing, I think that most of the farmers, they are not aware like how they can register themselves, like how they can export their agriculture commodities. Like um, even I am a PhD scholar in agriculture. I was not having the idea like how the Indian farmer can register himself or herself in this export market. But as I have searched for the things, like it's a very easy thing. Like there are the websites like FSSI Apeda website is there. So there they can easily register and they can just think of the export market. That's
Okay. Can you identify specific products or commodities with the highest potential for export growth in agriculture sector?
yes. like I have mentioned in the slides, vegetable oil, that like 70% of the vegetable oil we import from other countries. So that is one business opportunity we have in India. So that we can think of. Also, we can work on the rice, right? Also, we have fruit crops like mango. Alfonso mango is having a like more export potential, I think. So we can go for the fruit crops like mango, rice, basmati rice. We I say said like it has the highest export potential. So these are some commodities that we can think of.
Okay. What are the logistical challenges associated with exporting perishable agricultural goods and how can they be mitigated?
Yes, like we know that agriculture commodities are more perishable. So we in India we don't have like the cold storages. So there is inadequacy of cold storages in India. So that Yojana I have mentioned, that is Sampada Yojana. They are providing the cold storages all over the India. So farmers, what they can do is they can just take their produce to the cold storages and they can use this scheme.
Okay, I have completed the questions from the members from our website. There are few members
Okay.
logged in our Zoom also.
Okay.
They have posted some queries. I'll read it out one by one. Ms.
Okay.
Shivaleka is asking if
Hmm.
any individual wants to enter in export of agricultural commodities, are there any subsidies or price support from the government side?
Yes. So I'm not having the knowledge regarding the subsidies, but I can suggest you some government schemes that you can go for. So one of them is, like I said, there is APEDA, that is Agriculture and Processed Food Products Export Development Authorities. And after visiting that website, so they have explained everything, like what are the different steps you need to follow. So that like you can visit the that website and you can be having the information regarding the subsidies also they have mentioned there, so you can check it.
Okay. The next question is from Dr. Nitin Goyal. He's asking, suppose I find potential in export of specific commodity, but government puts a ban on the export at the time of harvest. How to meet that
Mm.
challenge?
So it happened with the rice commodity, as I said. India has banned rice and sugarcane commodities uh, for exporting in the other countries. So what we can do is, again, I'm selling, if we are getting good prices in India, right? So the agents or the institutions which are dealing with the export and import facilities of India, so they farmer is not directly dealing with the export, right? So farmer is selling the produce to the institution and they are dealing with these things. So at the end, these institutions are going to deal with this situation, and they are going to give the farmer the benefit. So these institutions will be helping the farmers to cope up with this problem if this situation occurs.
Okay, I have completed the questions in the chat window. Um,
Okay.
if any participants have any questions, they can unmute their mic and ask. Participants, anybody have any questions? Mr. Atul, Mr. Sachin, Mr. Prerna. I don't think so. They have any questions, ma'am.
Okay, okay, ma'am.
Thank you very much. We have now completed the round of questions on behalf of agricultureinformation.com. We like to thank Dr. Pooja Arun for the talk and for answering the questions. I like to also thank all the participants in the meeting. This meeting will now be closed.
Okay. Thank you so much, ma'am, for
You're
inviting me as a
welcome.
guest lecturer. Thank you.
You're most welcome.
Thank you.